Welcome to Tapped In. My name is David Figueroa-Martinez of DFM Coaching, and today we are discussing what to do when a lower belt taps you. This is a hot topic for some people, especially those that are driven with ego. First off, just acknowledge it. It happens. Who cares? You're rolling. Maybe you were a little tired. Maybe you're injured. Maybe you're a little too confident. I've done that. And something, bam, you got tapped. You got. It's okay. Even if you're a brown, black belt, maybe if you're so much higher than the other person and you've been training for a decade and they just started, but maybe they're big and strong, who cares? Look, we all have an ego and we all try to check it and put it into a little box so it doesn't come out in a negative way. Ego fuels us. Ego's healthy to have from time to time. And there's times when I'm stuck in something and I'm like, this is pretty deep. I should probably tap. But this guy's lower. I don't really like him. Maybe there's someone that not that I don't like, but they're not someone that I should be tapping. I should not have been in this position. And sometimes I get it out and I get out, pay for it later sometimes. And other times I'm just like, man, fuck it. He like anything with the neck, feet. I don't like my legs being attacked. Anything that's too long or too far into the submission that's potentially going to injure me because I got to work. I run a warehouse, so I got to get physical from time to time. I just let it go and I just eat it. Just eat it. Sometimes I get it back that same round. Sometimes it won't happen until a week or two later, but I just accept it. I got lazy. Maybe I was nursing an injury. Maybe I was gassed by that point. Maybe I just didn't take him seriously. None of it matters. No one gives a shit. He or she might tell someone on the side in a DM or a text message on their phone or in a conversation in the locker room, hey, I got Dave. It's whatever. Some people will believe it, some people won't. But to be fair, if it's in my class, I'm pretty honest about it. I don't hide from it. So there's three types of people that you're going to encounter when it comes to getting tapped by a lower belt. You have the denier, the person who will, I let them have it. Or they'll coach you through how you should have did it better. And sometimes you sit there, it's happened to me. You sit there and like, bro, I got the armbar anyway. Like, why are you coaching me to do it better? It's weird to me. Then in that same realm, sometimes they'll give you an excuse. Oh, I'm nursing this hand or this or whatever. I don't care. You didn't tell me ahead of time. You hit it. You didn't, whether embarrassment or you didn't want me to go lighter on you, whatever it might be. You didn't tell me ahead of time. It's like that UFC fighter who loses. And then after the bout, they talk about, I had a torn labrum or my knee was jacked or this. No one cares. We don't. I don't want to hear any excuses. Don't rob me of my glory right now. I got you. Don't rob me. You'll have the people that spiral. And sad to see, they will start talking badly about themselves, sometimes outwardly, where you can hear it. Sometimes it's internal. Every once in a while, there's that joke where you get smashed at the gym and then you go to the car and cry, or you're in the shower crying. And they take it too hard. They take it too seriously, and they start bad mouthing themselves. This is detrimental. It's not beneficial for you. It doesn't help whatsoever. Please get away from that. And then you have the people that will do a really healthy job of reflecting. They'll ask themselves what just happened. They'll try to replay what occurred mentally. If they recorded it, they'll review that. If they don't know what happened even in that review, they might send it to someone. Hey, what happened here and what did I do? This is the best type, in my opinion. They'll also ask questions to the training partner. I remember a couple months back, I was at Five Peaks for a Saturday morning open mat. And there was this, I think he was 16, 17. I'm 44. And when he walked through the door, I was like, all right, I'm in for some shit today. Not disrespectful at all. I don't mean that as a slight. But when you get 16-year-old blue belts, you probably know they've been training 5-10 years. Like, it's been a while. They just get through the door. It's not that, like the adults, hey, 2 years in, 2.5 years in, here's your blue belt. They've been training in the kids section for a bit, and there's a lot of really sharp kids out there. And so we rolled together. He hit me with some weird submission, choke. And I got out of it once, and then he hit me with it again. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I tapped. And I was like, fuck, I don't know what the fuck that was. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know. I kind of sensed him setting something up, but I didn't know the details. I didn't see. It was one of those things that you can't see. You just sort of know he's doing something, and you're like, what is he doing? And I remember afterwards, I picked his brain. Here I am, 44, black belt. He's a 16, 17-year-old blue belt. He had a great technique. Please show me what the fuck you just did to me. I want to know. So we sat down and we chopped it up. It was fun. Like, I love picking people's brains. I love when I can come across a technique that I hadn't seen, or a approach that I hadn't seen, where I get to like then ask them about it. I don't care what belt you are. There are times there you'll get a white belt that maybe had some wrestling background or something else, and they'll be doing something differently than what you're used to. I want to know what you just did. There's a purple belt that I haven't seen in a while at Five Peaks. He has a different approach to the guard. He plays the guard to prevent you to pass. He does not play to sweep, at least not with me. So what he does is he prevents the pass, and when there's an opening, he tries to get up. More like MMA. And I recognized it, and I recognized, I think, watching. And then we rolled together, and I experienced it a couple of times. We rolled a few times here and there. And then one day I finally asked him about it, and he says, oh yeah, I used to do MMA. So our goal, we don't sweep. Like, if we could sweep you, great, but it's not high on our list. Our list is protect our space, frame, and when you can get up, because the weight is off of you, get up. So that's what he does. He doesn't sweep a whole lot. He doesn't have this intricate guard. He doesn't have this approach of like super technical. It's this nuance of, oh, there's no weight on me. Why am I still sitting here? And I remember asking him, do Carlos and Mark ever tell you that you should change that? And he's like, no, just let me be. Perfect. Like, if it's working for you, keep doing it. And that was an interesting one where I can pick his brain, because it was an approach that I didn't see typically in jiu-jitsu. So if you can be anything, be the reflector. Be the person that reflects on everything that's happening and ask questions. That is literally the best type of person in jiu-jitsu. You're going to get better so much faster. You're going to understand the game a lot better. And you're not going to waste time being in your emotions and feeding your ego just for the sake of it. You're going to advance so much faster than the other two versions. So 3 productive moves after getting tapped. Like I said, ask them, was that off reaction or something you've been working on? Sometimes you encounter people who don't know what they're doing, and they're responding off of like muscle memory or just instinctual reactions, and they can't tell you what they did. I have plenty of those training partners, and then some people, they'll actually be actively, oh, this is part of my game. I'm doing this, this, and this. This happened because you did that. In my opinion, asking builds respect. It creates a mutual study and accountability. It often reveals things that you didn't notice, because if I say, he caught me in an armbar, yes, factually he did. But what were the nuances in the technique behind that armbar? There's so many different ways to catch someone in the same type of armbar that understanding that nuance is huge. It's massive. Give them their credit and then get right back to work. I'm not trying to kiss someone's ass. I'm not trying to throw a parade for them. But when I get got, I was also like, dude, that was tight. That choke was super tight. Or that choke was coming on way before you even like latched it in. Like there's times when people will grab you a certain way and they'll grab your collar a certain way and they haven't secured the choke completely, but you're already in dire straits. Those are like, that shows superiority over a technique. Lower belts need to improve, and sometimes when they get these highlight moments, hey, I submitted a blue belt yesterday, and then we get them back right away, it erodes the thing that they got. Sometimes they brush that off and be like, oh no, it was a fluke. So it's our responsibility to tell them, no, you did a good job. You got me, legitimately got me. Sometimes some students don't even realize they did it on their own. There are times when I am rolling with someone, they'll get me, and I'll be like, great job. He's like, no, you let me have that. The fuck I did. I didn't let you have anything. Like, you set that up. And I'm vocal about giving them that credit. They deserve it. I messed up. I didn't let you submit me. Like, I don't want that on my conscience. I maybe let you play because of the skill difference, but the actual technique of applying that submission, that was all you. Great job. So something I also do, at least in my gym during the classes I teach, as long as I do this in no-gi sometimes too. I will take off my belt after Q&A and I will toss it to the person who got me. It's happened so often. Don't get me wrong. I don't get submitted all like every week or some shit. Sounds like that. But it's happened so often that when I take off the belt and I toss it to them, the students know what happened. They got me. And it's my way of giving them public kudos and praise, because so often we don't see that. And so often class is about getting smashed. Like most rounds that I'm in with the students, I'm the one getting the submission. Now the round might be intense. It might be back and forth. It might be me on my back. It might be me getting swept, a bunch of things. But I'm not submitted nearly as often as I submit my opponents in my classes. So when that happens, I want students to understand two things. I'm not perfect. I can get got. And the second most important, everyone gets got, and it's okay. It is part of the training room, and it should be acknowledged and applauded that everyone is going to get submitted at some point, and it's part of the process. Nothing wrong with it. Doesn't make me any less of a black belt. Doesn't make them any more of a white belt or blue belt or purple belt or whatever. These belts are benchmarks on your growth. They are not hardwired boundaries that say a blue cannot submit a purple and a purple cannot submit a brown and so on. Nor should they be used as a way of like diminishing someone and saying, for example, none of my blue belts get submitted by white belts. None of my purple belts get submitted by blue belts. That's a waste of time to me. I actively pursue helping white and blue belts to torment the belts above them. Actively pursue it, because then that forces everyone else to get better. So I acknowledge the times I get got. I love it. The person who I tossed the belt to, they smile, they laugh, they enjoy the little moment. Then I get my belt back, and maybe I get them back later. Getting submitted by a lower belt is not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world. It puts your ego in check, which you need. It allows them to grow and gain confidence. It's part of the ecosystem. And if you're rolling hard and you're rolling with different people, it's bound to happen. If you're rolling with the same core people and they're not starting to get you, you may want to worry about the room that you're in. Any questions, please hit me up. DFM.2099 on Instagram and Threads. I'm pretty active on there. You could also hit me up on DFMcoaching.com if you want to work with me. I do seminars, workshops, private lessons. I also do remote coaching and video reviews. The video reviews are one I wish I had when I was coming up. one of the best things you can do. They don't cost much. You get them back really quickly. You send me a video. I mark it up with graphics, kind of like you see on like the NFL or the NBA, where they mark where the play is and things to highlight. And you get a voice overview of me talking about what you should be doing. It's an excellent tool and something I think more jiu-jitsu people need to spend some time in. If you like this kind of content and you'd like more of it, I highly recommend BJJ Mental Models Premium. Hit them up, sign up, use code Figueroa-Martinez, all one word, FIGUEROA, and you will get a discount. Until next time, thank you so much.